And three-time winners and perennial favourites New Zealand are to face host France in the pool stage of the 2023 Rugby World Cup. France, of course, hosting the major sporting event with Les Bleus set to play the All Blacks, while holders South Africa will be facing Ireland and Scotland. Sports editor Simon Harding now joins us from the Palais Bourbonnais in central Paris, where the draw for the World Cup just took place. Simon, France is in the same group as New Zealand. That is indeed a tough draw.
And it's a mouth-watering opening fixture for the French, who of course take on the rugby beast that is New Zealand and the All Blacks. A tough draw for France on one hand, but perhaps not so much on the other hand, because they will also have Italy, one of the teams from America and one of the teams from Africa also joining them in that group. So certainly a pool that France will hope to come out of, even if they don't come out of first, but a match that French fans and the French team will look upon with relish as they try to prove themselves on the world stage, and as they try, of course, to win the tournament for the very first time. As you mentioned, in Pool B, South Africa, Ireland, Scotland, with Asia Pacific 1 and Europe 2. Those last two teams still to come. In Pool C, a repeat of the 2019 group in Japan with Wales, Australia and Fiji, whereas Pool D looks to be the pool of death with England, Japan, Argentina and a team from Oceania, probably Tonga, Samoa and Americas too. So some very difficult, entertaining, thrilling groups to come up. France 24 had the possibility to get some exclusive reactions from some of the players.
On connaît cette équipe, je crois qu'ils n'ont jamais perdu un match en phase de poule sur toutes les Coupes du Monde auxquelles ils ont participé. Donc voilà, on sait à quoi s'attendre, mais ça reste aussi un très bon match de rugby à vivre et une expérience incroyable pour les supporters, en tout cas, qui, je pense, ont été ravis aussi de ce tirage.
Obviously, we know Ireland well from playing Six Nations against them and having them in their last World Cup. I've never played South Africa before, so that'll be good for me to challenge myself against them. But yeah, it's a tough group for us.
Very familiar countries we're playing: Wales, Fiji, two big powerhouses in world rugby. So yeah, we'll definitely have a difficult task at hand, but there's a long time in between to really build.
We're still over 2 years to go to the World Cup. Plenty, of course, can change between now and then, but what's for certain is that it's going to be one of the sporting events to look forward to.
Simon, what are the implications of hosting the World Cup for France?
Well, Claude Attier, the CEO of the organising committee, pointed out that this is probably going to be the first major event that France is going to host post-COVID. So they are very keen on keeping in time with the health situation, keeping the rules up, everyone hoping for major fans to come back. For France more broadly, it's the first time they're hosting the World Cup since 2007, a tournament in which they reached the semi-finals, losing to England there. France have never won the Rugby World Cup and will be hoping to lift the Webb Ellis trophy for the first time. And it also comes at a time when rugby is changing massively. There's a landmark legal case against rugby authorities for negligence with players. So certainly something to look out for. And the World Cup is going to have to adapt and innovate by the time the competition actually starts in 2023.
And also today, Simon, we learnt of the passing of French football coach Gérard Houllier.
Yes, very sad news from the world of football. Gérard Houllier, who was very much loved, known as a gentleman of the sports. He made his name with Lens and Paris Saint-Germain in the 1980s before then taking charge of the French national team in 1992, and perhaps one of the darkest moments of his career as coach when he failed to qualify for the 1994 World Cup, losing to Bulgaria in a must-win match in the World Cup qualifiers. But after that, Houllier came to England. He managed Liverpool, where he notably won the treble in 2000, 2001, the FA Cup, the League Cup and the UEFA Super Cup. So very much loved on Merseyside. Gérard Houllier, whose last managerial job was with Aston Villa in 2010, 2011, where he had to cut short his contract because of heart issues. So it is certainly one of France's most well-known football personalities, who leaves us at the age of 73. And the tributes pouring in have already shown that he will be very much missed in the world of football.
Simon Harding, thank you for that.